Hey guys, I want to make this video about an important area when it comes to OCD that many people are getting trapped in, and this is especially happening to people where they're dealing with pure OCD, what we call pure, right? So a lot of mental obsessions, mental compulsions, ruminating, analyzing, trying to fix, right? These more sexual, violent memories, real or false, or whatever it is, fears and thoughts coming up, right? What often happens, and I'm just going to lay it out here, is that what's going on, I've been saying this in all my videos, is that there is suppressed energy in the individual with OCD, especially this kind of OCD we're talking about. There is a suppression of two different energy types. One is what we call the warrior. The warrior is assertive, intentional, goes after what it wants. Can set boundaries, right? Can be more dominant, aggressive. Then there's the more playful, charismatic, adventurous. No, it's the nomad. This is what this is called, the nomad, right? Creative, fun, playful. Okay, these two energy types get suppressed. Now, what's interesting to note, you can do is like, do you admire people on both of these sides? Are there people you admire that can be very dominant and go after what they want? Do you admire people who are just carefree in the moment, and playful and fun, entertainers, right? Like to be front and center. Do you admire people? What often happens is we either admire them or we judge them, or both in some way, because we've taken on a different type, which is more of the people pleasing, adaptive, go with the flow nature, which is not natural, as natural to us as these other two types. And so these energies are pushed down. They're pushed down and they're providing gas for your intrusive thoughts. It's a supply line of energy to energize these fears and obsessions. Like that's what's going on. And then you are getting hooked. This energy then is trying to solve itself. The thought comes up, the uncertainties, and then the mind is trying to solve it. And you're getting hooked into then either ruminating, going after it, or you're focusing on it and just trying to make it go away and solve it in some way. The mind is so tricky about how it tries to solve it. At the end of the day, are you focusing on the OCD? Are you focusing on thoughts? Are you focusing on feelings? If you are, you can bet your butt, you bet your ass they're going to increase. They're going to stay there because it's sending a very strong signal to your brain that this is important. And so this concept is, and this understanding is very important because what you do with your focus and your intention is makes all the difference. Is your focus now on living your life, right? Or is it on the OCD and trying to fix it? So the questions I always ask my clients are, if you were not wrong or bad, what would your life look like? What would you want? If you didn't have OCD, if you didn't have fear in your life, if you were not living as if you're not enough in this small sort of limited way, what would you want? I ask people who grew up religious, have scrupulosity or this spiritual thing. It's like, if you were not trying to appease God, if you were not trying to go to heaven, if you don't think you had to be a good person, how would you live your life? What would it look like? This unearths this suppressed energy and desires within you that I am saying is providing the gas and the fuel for these intrusive thoughts. So this is very important. The OCD intrusive thoughts are serving as a distraction in a way from is what really is the work, or what really you at an unconscious level want to be living. So the more you engage with it, the more you're being distracted and pulled away from what's actually wanting to come out, which is the expansion of your life. The expansion of your life. People always talk about, oh, I just want to go back to before I had OCD. or I'm recovered now. Are you recovering a past form of you? Because I would say that is the exact form that created OCD. You want to transform yourself and recreate yourself. Really, it's remembering who you are. That is what dissolves OCD and sort of melts it away. As I tell people, you don't control OCD and make it go away. That's not how this works. You don't control it and tell it when to stop. It goes away on its own time as the fuel and the focus and the energy and the attention is drawn and sucked away from it, and you put it into your life and living your life. Then you forget about it. You go days or weeks or months, and you realize, oh, I haven't had that thought in a long time. Next time it comes along, it's not quite so strong. You don't feel the urge as strong to engage with it. You just kind of let it go because you're not actually focused on it anymore. And that energy is not there anymore. You can just let it go. Right now, maybe it's really hard for you to let go of thoughts because you're so attracted and so invested energetically in them. And so, one here is to understand this and start to direct your attention into your life with those questions I said earlier. If you weren't wrong or bad, often there's guilt and shame behind why we get pulled into this. If you were not wrong or bad, what would you want? Who would you want to be? How would you live your life? What comes up? You gotta go do this. You gotta go live your life and let go of OCD. Let go of the hyper fixing, hyper focus. This is exactly what my coaching is all about, what I help my clients do. There'll be links in the description here for a strategy call you can do with me to talk about how this plan could help you out. And I hope you get something from this. Comment, please, with anything else that comes up, any questions, comments, concerns. Peace.